Okay, we're going to plug the speaker in now so we can have a listen to see what's going on. Notice it's going in. We've only got one speaker here, so we're plugging in the left-hand side so we could pan this channel strip just to the left-hand side. So it goes in there. The other end of the lead goes into the speaker. Always, if there is a volume control on a self-powered speaker, and this is self-powered, always plug it in with the volume control turned down. And there you can bring up the gain. If we go to 0, should be pretty safe, I think. So what we've done now, what's happened to that? Okay, so we've got signal coming through the channel here, 222, and that's going to our main level. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, that's a bit loud there, so we'll bring that down a bit. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yep, yeah. Okay, so we got that. I don't particularly like that EQ that I'm hearing here, not that I'm in front of the speaker, but I'll give you an idea of what the tone controls are doing here. If I bring up the treble, as you can hear, it gets much more trebly. Yep. There's sweep on that. You've got minus and plus 15 dB. I don't know what frequency that's at. But the next one we're going to go to is the low or the bass. You can hear that, I'm sure. Getting much more bassy. So there's plus and minus there. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. A good rule of thumb is if you can get a good sound from having your EQs all at 12 o'clock, you're doing all right. But for here where I'm standing, and where the proximity of the speaker, I would need a little bit of EQing. Let's see, if we do something like this, what frequency is that? That's about
200 there.
200. So if I cut that way back, you can hear there's quite a bit of difference in the sound of the voice. As I bring it up, you'll hear much more frequency of that, or much more of that frequency. Okay, so this is really handy feature to have if you've got a problem with feedback. I'll turn this up where we'll just get started that. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You can sweep that frequency or the mids. Give it a bit of gain to find out where your problem is and set the frequency accordingly to cut. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yep. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so that's the thing there. With the effects here, we haven't got an effects unit sent in there, so we can't really demonstrate that. But that would be the amount of signal that goes to the effects, your reverb or your delay or chorusing, whatever. Auxiliary, as I said before, is your monitor send. So it would send out one of these here, auxiliary, this one.
Yep.
That would go to your monitor speaker. And this would control the overall monitor level, I think, once you set those up for your different channels. Okay, the pan I've explained before, because we've only got one speaker in the left, I pan it all the way to the right, we've got nothing. Okay, so then your channel volume, as I said before, goes to your master. The playback we don't need to worry about. If you had a CD player or your USB player or whatever that you wanted to play backing tracks to, you could plug it into one of these channels here. Notice we've got left and right there, so stereo RCAs, where you've got high and low frequency, effects, auxiliary, and balance again. And you could alter or control the amount of signal that you wanted from there. Okay, so that gives you a bit of an idea of what the mixer can do. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful for you. And see how we go from there.